Hello YouTube, this is Knight of Misfortune with Empire Strategy, bringing you an informational video on the upcoming 1v1 STA Tournament 2016. I'm making this video because I'm running a new type of tournament which will be very interesting if we manage to get enough people. Having that said, I am asking for at least 16 players to join this tournament for me to run it. If I don't get that number, I'm probably gonna, or not probably, I will cancel the tournament. So the lead tournament administrator for this one, it will be me, as as with a lot of the tournaments that I host, and Mr. Steal Your Girl, whose channel you can see, there will be a link in the description down below. You can see his awesome Supreme Commander 2 channel. He does a lot of great casts, as well as some other games that you should check out. So Mr. Steal Your Girl is my assistant for this one. I don't know if I'm going to get the second assistant for the tournament, but regardless, if you have any questions, first try to contact me, and if I don't respond within 1 or 2 days, which is very unlikely, contact Mr. Steal Your Girl. And if you still can't get a hold of us, well, then you're kind of out of luck, but I doubt that will happen because I'm willing to bet either one of us will respond to you within 1 or 2 days max, if that's like the worst case scenario. So I am offering prizes for this tournament. If you guys haven't been around the Supreme Commander 2 community, prizes are not really something that you see in a whole lot of games, let alone Supreme Commander 2, a game that is essentially dead. Anyway, I'm offering $50 worth of prizes here. I'm putting up my own money for this, so it's just kind of something that I wanted to do for this tournament. Anyway, first place for the tournament will receive $15 for a game on Steam or Kingwin.net. If you've never seen Kingwin, this will load forever. I'm just gonna open it in a new tab. If you haven't seen Kingwin, it's a great place to buy games. They're often at a discount, so if you win this tournament, this is where I suggest you redeem your points, because for $15 you can get a lot of great stuff. For example, you can get Counter-Strike if you don't have it. Let's see what else. Call of Duty, apparently. Just some great stuff for discounted prices. And usually they have, like right now, they have all the prices, if not better, from the Steam summer sale. So you'll be able to get that, and it's not just one item. Like this might suggest any one item. It's $15. So if you find 2 games for $15, for under $15, then go ahead. Anyway, second place will receive $10, and third place will receive one hot game, which is Kingwin's randomized game thingy. You can receive anything from something that's $2 or $1 all the way to up to $60. So in a way, there's a possibility for you to get even a better game than someone who got first place, but that's just kind of completely random. Prizes might change, but the values won't. Like I might do like one hot game for all of these, and in addition a $10 thing, in addition a $5 thing. Anyway, I will explain what bracket A and bracket B means, but essentially first place, third place, first, second, and third place receive something, and then first place of the other brackets, which I'm about to explain, will also receive one prize. Alright, so just welcome again to the tournament. And then, so the tournament has 2 stages, and this means that in order to qualify for the second stage, or stage B, you need to do relatively well in stage A. So stage A, or stage 1, will begin on Monday, July 25th, and it will also end on August 19th, right here. So in order for you to participate in this tournament, you have to make sure that you're available throughout these 2 weeks or 4 weeks, I'm sorry, and that you're available all day or most of the day on August 20th, because that's when Stage B will be. So Stage 1 is play whenever you can, and then Stage 2, which is on the 20th, will be a regular one-day tournament, but it will be a short one. The idea here is that we finish the one-day tournament quickly, and I think this is the best way to do it, as well as accommodate new and old players and time differences and things. So it's still an experimentation, obviously, but I think this will work very well, especially in terms of tournament balancing. So, as I said, the first stage of the tournament will be a Swiss-style bracket. More on that in a second. Brackets result for the stage can be viewed on this page, which is the main page for the tournament. It's titled 1v1 STA tournament. And then the matches will begin on July 25th, 2016 and end on August 19th. Think of a Swiss structure as a league group structure, except it's like a mini tournament type thing, a mini bracket without officially calling it a bracket. How it works kind of is you play 1 week against an opponent. If you win, you play against the person who already won, and so on. And at the end, whoever has the most wins basically goes on, or places more on top of the ladder. So yeah, you are responsible for playing those matches, 1 per week. If you do not appear or play 1 per week, you're at risk of getting disqualified. So that is right here. If a player is inactive for 1 week without proper notification of tournament administrator, which is again either me or Mr. Steely Girl, they will be disqualified. And to better facilitate communication, so that you don't miss any games or avoid any kind of miscommunications, I advise that you add me as a friend. That's kind of intuitive. Contact the tournament administrator, and also join the STA group on Steam, which can be found here, and or on Facebook. We have a wonderful Facebook page, not full of people, but regardless, it's right there. Alright, so if both players fail to complete their matches or set of matches, then the match will be recorded as a draw. So this probably won't happen, but it might, because usually it's one player who is inactive, and I'll just disqualify that player, will give him a loss. Replays are required. Very important. Required. If you do not send a replay, I will nullify your result until I get a replay. And you need to send them to here, to this email address, or post them, and preferably post them at the Challenge A bracket below. But as long as I have either one, I guess it's fine. I would prefer to be sent and posted here. Failure to do so within the weeks allotted would result in an immediate disqualification. So yeah, if basically what I'm using to track attendance is replays, so you have to post the replay. Mr. Steely Girl has done a wonderful tutorial video on how to find and save your replays, so check him out again. Great channel. So anyway, at the end of the stage 1, which is going to be probably around 4 to 6 rounds, probably 4 because we have 4 weeks, and I don't know how else to manage it with the whole play when you can schedule. Regardless, the top 4 players qualify for bracket A. So bracket A is again part of stage 2, and how this will work is we will have basically a semi-final, best out of 3, a match for third place, best out of 3, and a final, best out of 5. So that's basically how it will work. I am a fan of best out of 3s and best out of 5s, as you can see. More on that later. Regardless, so the next 4 players qualify for bracket B, and the next 4 for bracket C. So if you place in the top 4, you qualify for bracket A, which is the top of the top. The next 4 players, so 5th, 6, 7, and 8 place in this first stage qualify for bracket B, and 9, 10, 11, 12 qualify for bracket C. And that's what you use for these rewards basically here. First place of bracket B and bracket C. Okay, so players ranking is decided on 1 match wins. That's individual matches, so round 1, Alpha X versus an Unknown Desire. These will be shuffled, but just in this example, this will be one match. And then each game within a match, so a game is played on a map, that's called a game. So game losses or game win-loss ratio is number 2. So say you won 2 or 6 games and lost 2, but you're tied with somebody who won 6 games and lost 3, you would get the higher seed than them. And then game losses, then if everything above is the same, which will be pretty unlikely, you will play a best out of 1 on open palms between the players who are tied. So the second and final stage, as I mentioned, will be 1 day and will be regular single elimination bracket. It's only going to be 2 rounds, so it shouldn't take too long. It should only take maximum 3 hours. I don't see it taking any longer than that. The tournament will be Saturday, August 20th. This is not right. Crap. Okay, that is my mistake. I will edit that right now. 20th. Make sure you can make it. Where is it? 20th. That is my mistake. Hopefully those that have signed up will see this and will adjust properly. I will also send a message, I guess, so, and then maybe they'll see the video here. Regardless of what other sources say, so August 20th, right here, right now, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can check your time zone right here by comparing your time, so you can set time zone converter, basically. You can use this local time to Eastern Time. I never really use this because I can do it by myself, so figure that one out yourself. It's not too difficult. And then so yeah, this is a different kind of tournament. I will post this video here. And then so more things. Stage 1 will be Swiss style as follows. All matches will be best out of 3, so each game will be best out of 3 played on 3 maps. The maximum sign-up limit I will have is 64 players, although if we get a lot of interest, I guess we can accommodate more. But the problem there is that around matches, if we have too many people, 4 rounds is really not enough. You need more, so that might be kind of weird. There will also be a minimum, as I already mentioned, of 16 players. If we don't get that, I will not host the tournament, and each match consists of 3 games, so each round will be on same maps to sort of make this tournament more consistent. So that, say you're against someone who is relatively weak, but you're playing on a map that you're familiar, and in round 2 you're on a different map against somebody who's better, and you feel like there's like a discrepancy there. So this just eliminates all of that. Plus, I think it makes it interesting for people to form consistent strategies for that. And these are fairly universal maps for Supreme Commander 2, so there isn't really anything to be upset here about. Kai Lab's Arctic Refuge and Open Palms are the top 3, I would say, maps that are played 1v1, especially Open Palms, which is a tiebreaker, which is always used as a tiebreaker in my tournaments, at least. So there will be casting. The first stage I will be posting on my YouTube channel, which is where you are now. Mr. Steal Your Girl might do some replays as well to help me out, we'll see. But I'll be posting them on my YouTube channel. So the casters are myself and Mr. Steal Your Girl. I will update this as well here in a second. The rules for this tournament: all games are as usual. Assassination, no stupid supremacy or anything that random people play. That's completely uninteresting. And the game speed will be on normal, which is not on here. Very important point. Game speed normal. So that's a very important part of rules. Next, you must have the Infinite War Battle Pack for Supreme Commander 2. So all of these games will be played with DLC, and it must be for PC. I included that solely for the purposes of the Facebook group because Some people on there are from Xbox, so you must have a Challenge A account, obviously, to sign up for this tournament, just to be visible on this page. All these people have an account. The sign up will close at the launch of the tournament, which is midnight on 25th of July, and then no units will be banned. No observers are allowed except for the official commentators, so me and Mr. Steeler Girl. Sign up limit to the 64, and there will not be a waiting list, most likely. I highly doubt we'll reach 64 players. I'll be really surprised at this point. There's nobody really signing up, and we have like 5 days left, so alright. There will, in case both ACUs detonate at the same time, or there's a double detonation, as we usually call it, the matches will be a draw and will be replayed on the same map. Next part is very important. No cheating, no cheats, exploits, glitches. This is fairly universal, but just read this. Basically, if something ridiculous happens, I will probably cancel the tournament, because if you're playing and you're playing for the prize and you're cheating, I don't want to deal with that. So if there's anything like that, anything ridiculous, I will cancel the tournament. I reserve the right to do that. So please don't cheat it. Please don't ruin the fun for everybody else. So the tournament will begin on July 25th at 12 a.m. EST, no matter what other sources say. So this is when you are allowed to start playing your tournament matchups, and I will activate the results section for these matches. Players are required to save and email upload their replays in case of disputes. We've already been for that. Contact the tournament administrator for further questions, and please send all replays to here with the matchup in the heading, so in this format, which will make it easier for myself to see. Okay, so that, I believe that is all for the main tournament for stage 1. Now on to stage 2. This is an example. So the first part is fairly similar to what we've just been over. The only difference is that you must be, the tournament will be given at 2 p.m. Eastern, and you must be in the chat room, STA chat room, 15 minutes early. If you're not there 15 minutes early, I will most likely disqualify you. So please be there early and check in. The tournament will be single elimination with a third match place. The rounds will be as follows: semifinals best out of 3, played on Trey-like Island, Battlehorn Mesa, and Arctic Refuge as a tiebreak. And then match for third place will be Finn's Revenge, Seraphim Isle, and Open Palms as tiebreaker. And then final best out of 5 will be match 1 Desolatia, Kyle Labs, Arctic Refuge, Coalition Shipyard, and Open Palms. Similar stuff that you've already seen. So that should be really exciting and awesome. I will be there and casting games, so once again, and there will be cast on my Twitch channel. If you guys don't know my Twitch channel, this is it right here. Not a misfortune like my other stuff, and the rules are fairly the same with exception of the starting time, which is August 20th again. So that's about it. I hope to see you signed up for the tournament. This should be a great one. Yeah, I'm just really excited. If a lot of good people sign up, we already have pretty good people. I don't know who Sigaria is, but I know all these 3 players are pretty good, so this should already be a good tournament if this is how it goes. But regardless, hopefully we'll get 16 players and we can have a great Supreme Commander 2 tournament, and I hope to see you all there. Check out Mr. Steeler Girl's channel, it will be in the description. As for now, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see your comments below and things. Yeah, subscribe, thank you.